Thank you very much. Okay, so our final panel for today is being set up now, and our final panel for today is on research and technology, which follows on nicely from where we left off right now. And to moderate and to get this panel going, we are very honored to have Dr. Pauline Sheldon, who was also the 2008 UNWTO Ulysses Laureate. But today she's the co-founder of Tourism Education Futures Initiative. And I want you to enthusiastically welcome Dr. Pauline Sheldon to the floor.
Thank you very much for that invitation, that introduction. I'd like to thank UNWTO for inviting me to be with you and to moderate this exciting panel. I've been very, very inspired by all of the innovations we've heard today, those dealing with social equity, human rights, the environment, governance, so many creative and innovative solutions in the tourism sector that we should all be very proud of. But this last panel is really the area, I think, where most of the innovation, most of the creativity has really changed the way tourism is today. Research and technology have totally disrupted tourism as we know it. If we look at how tourism is distributed, if we look at the content of our experiences when we travel, the use of the mobile technology, all of the social media apps, our experience of tourism and the structure of the tourism industry is nothing like it was prior to the incredible deluge of IT innovation. And I think the industry is a very fascinating one because there is so much technology already developed, and we are such a complex industry that the number of applications that are available is phenomenal. And what it takes is the creative minds, the bright minds who are going to look at the technology that the techies have developed and see how can we use this to better our industry, how can we use this to better society. And I think when we look at things like Airbnb and Facebook and so many of these amazing growth technologies, what we see, it's not so much the technology itself, it's the human creativity that has been brought to that technology and pulled it into a new way of using it, into a way that benefits society. And so we have in the panel today 3 people who have done that. They have taken technology, they've creatively seen some innovative way to use it to better the tourism sector. And so I'd like to bring them up to the stage now so they can tell their stories. First, we have Mr. Dominik Damas from Croatia, from the Rijeka Tourism Board. Please, welcome. And then we have Ms. Maria Jumena de Cordoba Fernandez from Brazil. Please. And finally, I'd like to invite Mr. Bae-Hoo Kim from the Korea Tourism Organization to come to the stage. Thank you. Welcome all of you, and thank you for the work you've done to bring you to the finalist stage of the Research and Technology Awards. What I would like to do is introduce each person and a little bit about their project, and then have them come to the stage and make their remarks, and then I'll go to the second and the third one. So, Mr. Dominik Damas is currently the head of the marketing department of the Rijeka Tourism Board in Croatia. He actually moved there and worked with that organization when he left school, and he served many functions in the tourism board there, including head of information and also within the Convention Bureau. And he has designed a very creative mobile app called Bike Rijeka. And what he did is he looked at an area within Croatia that is very rich in cultural resources, cultural heritage, but was not very developed. And what he did was design 40 different biking routes in this area and created a mobile app with GPS navigation to give the cyclist a much more intimate and dynamic experience of this particular area of Croatia. It also promoted healthy life and environmental protection. So, Dominique, would you come and tell us about your story, please?
Thank you. Thank you for being tonight here. Thank you. Thank you for the UNWTO to choose our project to be part of this great project listen tonight here in the office. Rijeka, let's start with a short history of Rijeka, where we are. Rijeka is situated on the north part of the area in Croatia. It's the third biggest city in Croatia after Zagreb and Split. We are on the north part of the area. If you would like to see, you know the Italian part of the coast. We are just opposite of the coast. We are approximately the closest cities to the major capital cities in Southeast Europe. And we are, let's say, we are the closest port to also to these major capital cities. What is Rijeka about? Rijeka was in history mentioned like industrial city. That means this was our heritage. We have lots of industrial heritage right now. And as this is one of our minuses, as it was in our history in the last years, this is also one of our pluses when we are thinking of redefining the tourism sector in the city and the region again. So what is Rijeka right now? Rijeka is now a city which is living 365 days a year. You can always find something happening there. There is also some exhibitions, there are museums, classical things, more things. There is a city living the whole year through. We are offering lots of possibilities in the inner part and also in the region. When I'm thinking about the region, Rijeka is the capital city of the region of Primorje and Gorski. And as we are the capital of the city, of course we are situated somewhere in the middle. So it's also very close to visit all the surrounding regions which are inside. Right now, the Rijeka is also the biggest, let's say, we always saying we are the third biggest carnival in the world, after Rio and after Venezia. And right now, in these days, we are starting our carnival time in Rijeka. The great finale on the carnival time, for example, you are all invited to, is on the 7th February this year, when we are expecting hundreds of thousands of spectators coming to Rijeka and visiting the city. Everything else, it's a classical Mediterranean city living the whole year through. As I said, we had the minuses, redefining our industrial heritage in something new, the tourism changing. We know lots of tourism cities which have been more classical leisure guest oriented, and we had the opportunity to think from a zero, from nothing. That means we are defining it. As we are the capital of the city, of the region, we are trying to work together with all the public entities in the surrounding. That means when we're thinking, this is the project of Bike Rijeka, it's a project of 9 cities, nine tourism boards, lots of private sector. That means we are working all together in redefining what's the region worth of seeing for. That means it's not only anymore leisure, sun, beaches, and everything else. You have to offer the guests something of. Of course, in the season time, we have lots of guests, and we are, with the Croatian National Tourist Board, it's our national tourist organization, we are defining other projects in the pre-season time and post-season time. And this is one of the projects which is defining the region for the pre-season time. It's Bike Rijeka. Biking, that means cycling tourism, is one of the parts of it. Cycling tourism is ideal for pre-season time. It's ideal individually and also group. And when we are thinking of how to put it to our guests which are coming right now, they're all of them using internet. They're all of them using gadgets. Bike Rijeka projects, that means we have defined cycling paths. There are not all of them. We have hundreds and hundreds more. But we have put one big cycling path so we can visit the whole region. And now we were thinking about it, how to put it on a paper, on a digitally. In these times, of course, digital is number one, and you have to put something on a paper. And we are proud to see that the digitally app is downloaded much and much more, and almost nobody, let's say this way, is asking for the paper version, because when the cyclists are coming to the region, they're thinking about cycling through the nature, through the cycling, and of course they're using the GPS-oriented smartphones. As I said, this is a project of nine cities, 9 tourism boards, private sector, and we are very proud of it that we have managed to put one team together which has been organizing this project, which has been leading this project, and of course then now promoting it as a project. When you're using our digitally app, of course, and our other apps, you will see lots of possibilities in the region, because the cities which I've been talking about, they're not only on the coast. You have cities which are on the coast, on the islands, and also in the highlands. So when you're using one ride for the cycling, you will see lots of possibilities on the roads, and of course our app will bring you some information about the attractions which are on it. That's a little bit short. I hope to see you also to come to Rijeka, to region, to Croatia, to Kvarner, and maybe see you in 2020, because Rijeka is also the candidate for the European cultural city of Europe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dominique. I'd love to go. Sign me up. Thank you. Okay, second presenter is from Brazil, and the organization is Fundação Parque Tecnológica Itaipu. And the name of the project is Itaipu Touristic Complex. And a little bit about this project, a little background. First of all, on our presenter, Jurema Fernandez. She's the general manager of the tourist complex, and she graduated in tourism studies with a specialization in tourism project management. So you really did what you studied. That's fantastic. Okay, so the project is very close to Iguaçu Falls, and it really is the second most popular attraction in the area. But I think what you want to watch out for in Maria's presentation is how this particular technological development has been integrated into the community in a very sustainable management way. And I think we can have a conversation afterwards about how successfully you've done that. So please, come and tell us, Maria, about your project. Thank you.
At the border between Brazil and Paraguay is Itaipu, the largest generator of clean, renewable energy on the planet. It supplies both countries. Here, the work never stops. The technicians work around the clock all year long. It could become a problem to receive visitors, but not for Itaipu, which has included tourism in its institutional mission and created a foundation to make the services more professional. Today, Itaipu's tourism complex attracts people from all over the world, generating employment and income, promoting the destination. And it invests all the money from the tours in regional development, helping support universities, research, social projects, and technology and innovation. Always thinking in a sustainable planet. This is the power of transformation from tourism. But this is not everything, because Itaipu's mission is to go beyond. It's to generate more than energy.
Buenas noches, estamos muy felices de estar aquí y poder compartir nuestra experiencia desde Foz do Iguaçu, Brasil. Itaipu, la mayor generadora de energía limpia y renovable del planeta en el año 2015, es compartido por 2 países y su importancia es inmensa. Solo ella fornece 15% de la energía de Brasil y 75% de la energía del Paraguay. La planta está ubicada en la ciudad de Foz do Iguaçu, una de las ciudades más visitadas de América del Sur, debido a sus monumentos, su diversidad cultural y sobre todo las cataratas del Iguazú. que ha elegido recientemente con las 7 maravillas de la naturaleza. Desde su construcción, Itaipu ha recibido muchos visitantes, pero necesitaba de estructura y carácter turístico. Por ejemplo, no hubo visita los fines de semana y festivos, que era cuando cuando recibíamos más visitantes. Y también los vehículos utilizados eran los mismos de los empleados, así que los horarios eran restritos para la operación de las visitas. El trade turístico vio este potencial y solicitó la participación efectiva de la Itaipu. Así que, entendiendo que podría desempeñar un papel importante en el desarrollo regional, Itaipu responde al llamado y desde 2003 incluyó el turismo en su misión. Pero, ¿qué podría hacer? ¿Cuáles las opciones que tenía? Hacer una administración interna, hacer una concesión al sector privado, pero Itaipu fue más allá. Buscó una organización sin fines de lucro que ya existía en Itaipu para operar el turismo y garantizar el desarrollo de lo mismo. Así que el Complexo Turístico Itaipu es operado por la Fundación Parque Tecnológico Itaipu, que tiene su compromiso cumplir con la misión de Itaipu y desarrollar el turismo. Por lo tanto, toda la operación del turismo es autosostenible, no genera ningún costo a Itaipu. Además, nuestro modelo asegura que los recursos se queden en territorio y se utilicen para promover el desarrollo regional. Hoy ofrecemos 8 opciones de visitas, la atención es todo el día e invertimos en altísima calidad para nuestros visitantes, en todos nuestros servicios. Todo esto es mantenido por la entrada de los paseos. Un porcentaje del resultado recaudado se destina a la promoción y la divulgación del destino. Y en conjunto con el trade, mejoramos nuestra divulgación y nos permitió importantes reformas para turistas y residentes. Pero lo que gustaría destacar en nuestro modelo es que todo el resultado financiero es utilizado por la Fundación en proyectos orientados al desarrollo territorial sostenible. Todas nuestras acciones son guiadas por 6 ejes de desarrollo. En el eje de la cultura y la educación, generación de empleo y renta, calidad de vida y salud, educación ambiental. Y en el eje de investigación y desarrollo, tenemos las universidades y laboratorios, patrocinamos becas, invertimos en certificaciones y aún así mantenemos centros de investigación importantes, tales como hidrógeno, baterías y biogás. En el eje de alianzas para el desarrollo sostenible está en todas nuestras acciones. Somos conscientes de que no lo hacemos nada solo, así que nuestro papel más importante es unir la sociedad, los gobiernos y las empresas a trabajar juntos. Y llegando al final, me gustaría destacar nuestras principales experiencias que hemos tenido en estos años con turismo. Invertir en la atención en personas y procesos es primordial. Hoy, en la era social, cliente satisfecho es mucho más que propaganda. El residente es más que nuestro cliente, es nuestro cicerone. Si no conoce su propia casa, no va a divulgar a nadie. Los residentes quieren y necesitan conocer su territorio. Con procesos claros, todos los sitios potenciales pueden ser un atractivo con máxima seguridad. Y el turismo puede ser sostenible. No hay que generar costos para la empresa. El turista puede pagar y puede así beneficiar una región y por lo tanto ser bien percibida por la sociedad. Esta nuestra tecnología social puede ser replicada por cualquier empresa, gran o pequeña. Y tal vez lo más importante de nuestro modelo, lo que hacemos no es caridad, es una estrategia. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you, Maria. I think that's a perfect blend of technology and sustainability. Thank you so much. Our third presenter, Mr. Bae-Hao Kim, is representing the Korean Tourism Organization, and the project is the Korean Medical Tourism Online Platform. Mr. Kim has worked in various positions with the Korean Tourism Organization. He's been director of the MICE Bureau, director of the Intrabound Tourism Promotion Team, Director of Tourism Business Incubation Team, and the director of the Los Angeles office in the USA. This particular project is very interesting to me. I've had an interest in wellness and medical tourism for a while. And we all know Korea is one of the countries where this particular phenomenon is growing quite rapidly. And I was very impressed how Mr. Kim and his team had brought together the many stakeholders that are part of a medical tourism endeavor and brought them together to provide customized content and an awful lot of services, not only to the customers who wanted the medical treatment, but also to the medical service providers. I think you'll find his project quite interesting. Thank you.
健康的に痩せて体のバランスを取れるようになったので自信も持てるようになりました。
А потом, через какое-то время, мы стали счастливыми родителями.
Not only did I have the chance to rest my body, but I also had a chance to relax my mind as well.
한국의 간이식 성공률은 미국을 앞설 뿐만 아니라 암이나 중증 치료 분야에서도 의료 선진국 대열에 들어서 있습니다. 각 분야 첨단 장비 등의 인프라가 OECD 평균을 상회하면서도 의료비가 상대적으로 매우 저렴해서 중증 치료에 이상적인 환경을 갖추고 있다고 볼 수 있습니다.
Care by heart. Another Korean wave. Visit Medical Korea.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sheldon, for your kind introduction. 안녕하세요. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to UNWTO. It is a great honor for Korea Tourism Organization to be selected as one of the finalists of the prestigious UNWTO Award. Today, I would like to introduce the Visit Medical Korea online platform, which we expect to be one of the strongest growth engine for medical tourism in Korea. Korea is relatively a late starter in promoting medical tourism in Asia compared with Thailand, Singapore, and India. However, a lot of experts in the sector have recognized Korea as one of the emerging destinations for medical tourism, as it offers world-class medical service with relatively lower costs than other advanced countries. All right, now it's coming. Let me start from the first slide. As you can imagine, Visit Medical Korea online platform is designed to market, to promote, to attract, and to engage foreign medical tourists to Korea. Before we developed this platform, the lack of an integrated system and the prevalence of misleading information were blocking the vitalization of medical tourism in Korea. The platform was designed with two main strategies in mind. First, excuse me, the platform provides complete and reliable information on medical services in Korea. And second, the platform serves as a marketing and promotional channel to promote Korea medical tourism. In the past, foreigners who visited Korea on medical tours experienced difficulties in obtaining up-to-date information on medical institutes and facilities. Information gathered from alternative sources or provided by individual institutes could be misleading and incomplete. Moreover, this was very time-consuming as visitors needed to get various kinds of tourist information separately. In the meantime, Korean medical suppliers did not have an efficient channel to access to the foreign consumers. The platform currently provides information in 5 languages: English, Chinese, Japanese, Russian, and Arabic. The slide shows that the basic structure of the platform was designed to efficiently connect foreign consumers with medical service providers in Korea. The service providers can open their own microsite within the platform, which give them strong marketing tools to promote their services without spending extra money for marketing. We believe this is one of the most innovative functions of this platform. The microsite provides customers with outstanding one-stop services from online counseling to a doctor's appointment. Currently, 184 microsites were opened within the platform from a total of 129 medical institutes, 46 facilitators, and 9 tour service providers. And medical tourism products were categorized based on 161 themes, including health checkups, traditional Korean medicine, skincare, beauty, minor disease, and severe disease. In order to enhance customer trust in our service, KTO has identified and implemented 4 action plans. First, we have organized and operated a platform operation committee to analyze consumer needs and discuss how to improve the service. Second, we have also set strict membership requirements for medical institutes in order to ensure that only qualified service providers are in the platform. Third, for the transparency of information, we have disclosed information even on the price range of medical operations and procedures. Finally, by offering a relief care insurance system, we have ensured the provision of interpretation services and provided for additional expenses for stay in case any medical accident, medical dispute occurs. Since we launched this platform, as you can see on the screen, the number of platform users have drastically increased up to 340% in December 2015 compared to January 2015, owing to the increased awareness, the effect of word of mouth, and efficient marketing. The Visit Medical Korea platform has a vision of becoming one of the best medical tourism information hub globally. We will continue to focus on improving the satisfaction levels of consumers and those of the service providers by offering personalized services. I wish all of you stay healthy in your lifetime. However, if you ever do need medical services in Korea, please use our platform. Visit medicalkorea.com for any assistance. 감사합니다. Thank you very much.
Very much, Behao. I can hardly imagine the complexity of creating a platform like that, but very, very interesting. So I think we have time for a few questions, right? So I'm going to start with Dominique, our first presenter. Very interesting the way that you pull together all the resources in that destination. But my question to you is, why did you choose biking? I mean, we've got running, horse riding, walking. Why did you choose biking would be the first question. And secondly, how would you see your app fitting in with the sort of cutting edge of apps that are coming out in tourism today?
We have been analyzing what's our offer in the region. That means what is the city offering, what are the neighboring cities offering. And as the tourism is changing and we are following what the trends are, there is no more, let's say, general publishing of the things. You have to specialize. And we have been searching what we are good for, what we are offering good things to visit. And for example, we have medical tourism, we have religious tourism, we have business tourism very popular in our city, in our region, and we wanted also something, let's say, more which is combining the region together and showing the region another way. And it was ideal for cycling, because cycling tourism is one of new trends in sport tourism, and we are glad that we have in our region lots of possibilities in the region where you have you can use mountain bikes or city cycling. So it's ideal for combining all the regions. And when we have put everything on a paper to see what's inside, we were very surprised that we have a good project which we can combine not only the city but also the whole surrounding. And why, when we see who's using it, we see not only people using it, for example, let's say 20 plus. The people are using it from 15 plus to 90 plus. We have comments on our sites, on our Facebook sites from all the world which we are visiting Croatia in Rijeka, that they were using the app, and they were nice to see what's inside in the app also.
Thank you very much. So Maria, you understand English, yeah? Yeah, okay. The comprehensiveness of your project and its impacts on the region are incredible. And I think sometimes the debate in technology is about, employment versus technology. Is technology going to put people out of work and so on? And in my reading about your project, you mentioned that, the way in which the employee satisfaction and the reduction of turnover and the better experience of employees was quite a strong impact. Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
La Fundación Parque Tecnológico tiene valores muy importantes de respeto con los empleados. Y así comprendemos que la rotación laboral es baja debido, primero, al cumplimiento de sus valores. En segundo, también el reconocimiento de los equipos, salarios sobre la media, beneficios que en Brasil no ocurren en todas las empresas de turismo. Creemos que este es nuestro principal diferencial porque tenemos la rotación baja de los laborales muy abajo de la media de Brasil, que es alta, cerca de 40%, y nosotros tenemos 14% al año.
Thank you, Maria. For Beho, as I mentioned, I can see that it was a huge project that you were involved in. What were your key challenges? Were they technological in nature, or were they organizational in nature? What was the area where you met the most challenges, and how did you overcome them?
Thank you for your question. We did have a lot of challenges when we developed this platform. There are a lot of Korean medical service providers who's looking at foreign patients, as they well aware of the market potential of medical tourism in the world. So, but the biggest challenge for us was how to identify and screen out the qualified and trusted medical service providers in our platform. So we had a lot of discussions with the experts in the sector, medical sector, and by the time we didn't have any standard of qualifications for attracting foreign patients, so we started to set up the requirements, which is very strict. For example, we needed to have the insurance for medical accident, which can be occur. So we have set up a lot of requirements. However, we successfully attracted almost 300 providers in our platform now. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Fabulous. Do I have time for one more? You want to cut? Yeah, okay. Okay, I wanted to ask another question, but I think our time has come to an end. Very insightful presentations. Please join me in giving a hand to these innovative, creative people here. Thank you very much.